Howdy everybody in YouTube land. Welcome to VCF Southeast 2024. I don't know if this is a push or a pull. I can never remember. There it is. Kinda dead, as usual. But also, it's an hour before opening anyways. So that's to be expected.
I'm literally on my 2 weeks of actual vacation from summer. Summer school every year. Right. So
got a few restaurants here for the convention too. Chick-fil-A, Papa John's, which Ethan actually had last night. Southern Fried Gaming Expo. It's going to be a heck of a year. A lot of cool stuff this year, it looks like. Some incredible artwork, I swear. Here we go, guys. It's the next day before the big event, and it's Saturday, and this is usually the biggest day. And let me tell you, it was super busy on Friday. It surprised me. It was busier than it was last year. So I figured, why I have the room, I'm gonna go do some video documentation on some of the cool stuff that are at VCF Southeast, otherwise known as the Southern Fried Gaming Expo, because these are all the indie developers and they've made some amazing games. Anyone that's in the Atlanta area or traveling through the Atlanta area in July needs to really come and check this out, because this is nothing short of amazing, in my opinion. This is like, I was kind of skeptical in the beginning, but I honestly think with the Atlanta Historical Computer Society joining with the Southern Fried Gaming Expo was probably the best decision they made, because of the exposure and just I don't know, it's great. definite calm before the storm, and nobody is here yet. I'm the only one in this room. This room is supposed to be locked, but it is not. It's fine. I'm not going to do anything crazy. And this is the consignment section. Consignment wasn't all that great this year. There was an Amiga 1000 that sold for 400 bucks, and it was tempting for a lot of people. Welcome to load in of VCF Southeast 2024.
Basic. System 34 basic.
Looks like some repair work going on over here.
Yeah. We are replacing that.
Yikes.
That was in the power supply.
That's not going to work very well.
So I don't want to get the first smoke.
I've had that before. I like the inconspicuous P70 over there.
And here we have one of only 3 working System 34s left in the world.
Wow.
Anyway,
Peekaboo.
that's Dirty the Dinosaur.
Wow, it's fitting. But it still runs, unlike the dinosaurs.
After 2 years of work, yeah,
Time well spent, because it runs.
2 years of work condensed into about 5 minutes of slideshow up there.
That was a pain in the ass.
My phone out of the way if you need it.
No, you're fine. Print me, ask how. I think I remember printing the Enterprise off this one last year.
I don't know if we had this one, but we definitely had that one.
It might have been that one.
No, we didn't have.
Wait a minute. There, that's the picture you want.
The classic screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I read that part. They were bragging about 20 or 30%, 40% more on this ring or something.
Really? Looks like shareware.
I mean, if it has any like identification,
That would be nice.
well, it does say.
Have like a picture. Have like a
Because see, this is an Arcade keyboard, so this is definitely an Arcade keyboard. So. My first page, I'm not. And I went.
Really?
Must be TI-99 here. lot of phone stuff this year. Wow, my phone actually syncs to that.
For putting it on my phone.
A lot of stuff.
Keyboard overlays you have to refer to. So if you know that, so a different one, this one's got. Yeah.
Apparently, you should be a lot more exhibitors here. I hope. A lot of figures. Oh yeah, I asked Lonnie. He said maybe next year you guys might have a tour.
Yeah,
I think it could really help. Right. Make more awareness. I've been trying to.
That's a good thinking. And I'm a voice. I want to make sure he sees it.
Oh, for sure.
Beautiful the screensaver though.
Right?
So hypnotic.
That's a good way to trigger epilepsy.
Maybe it's fairly slow moving, it might not.
Okay. Are you filming?
This is really cool. Like, that is a 3D printed example of how this stuff actually worked back in the day. He was explaining it to me. It's kind of fascinating. Always like these early types of LED displays too. Now this here is a demonstration of a big box computer store. Express Computer Stores. It took me a minute to try to figure out what was going on here. If this was items for sale, but no. This is supposed to represent a big box computer store of the 80s and early 90s, which is kind of fascinating because I don't remember those. Most of that was before my time. I do remember CompUSA, but that was later on towards the 2000s. But this is just, it's kind of cool when it's, you know, represented like this. Autofocus. Over here we have the mainframes, which this system is fully operational, and that's why there's laptops in everybody's exhibit, is so you can go in and sign a guest book, you can interact with the exhibit, read more about it. You can, when you sign a guest book, everything gets printed off. It's kind of funny, and it's kind of cool in a lot of its own ways, because this stuff is just, it's not my thing, but it's also fascinating. And then it's just, I don't know, it's just cool. I'm gonna be honest, this one is probably my favorite so far. This is an antique telephone switchboard. And the cool thing about this switchboard is it actually works. They were demonstrating it yesterday. And there's some plugs and other thingamabobs in there. I don't know anything about phones. It's not my thing, but it's antique and that makes it my thing. And I like that. So this one, I think if I got to disclude my own exhibit, but this might be my favorite exhibit so far, just because of the old phone technology here that's just kind of like before my time, but also just so cool. And I think this stuff is freakable too. You can blow the Captain Crunch whistle and actually set this thing off. It's cool. It's just cool. .48 volt power supply. Now, of course, this is my exhibit. We're exhibiting the WeatherStar Junior. We're exhibiting the Preview Guide Hollywood system over there. The WeatherStar 4000, which I actually need to switch this over because it's not. Yeah, I always forget exactly how to. There we go. Good. So we're up and going there. We have the WeatherScan Local XL running. The IntelliStar typically runs, but it's not up right now. But yes, I'm biased because this is my exhibit. Now, I like this exhibit because this exhibit reminds me of my childhood. So I remember I had one of these, and I ended up tearing it apart, of course, as all electrical engineers do. I remember having this one in kindergarten, and I remember having this one in 4th grade, but eventually the membrane stopped responding, if I remember correctly. I think I was 3 or 4 when I had this one, and I remember when it quit working, and I tried to get Mom to help me fix it, but that's a long story for another time. Didn't happen, of course. In fact, it ended up in pieces. But anyway, so this stuff is just cool. taxi? Oh wow, I haven't seen that since I was a kid. much to see, it's crazy. Nintendo 64. Someone changed out the CRT.
My buddies went to.
More of those. Modern Samsung TVs absolutely suck. Because this one will just randomly shut off and then do this. It won't turn on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Yeah, it won't turn on. Ugh.